Hey everyone, this is Jackie with Rendall's Cleaning, here with your weekly audio e-newsletter. This is the week of November 2nd, 2015. Thanks for joining me. So in this week's audio e-newsletter, we talk about a couple of carpet cleaning stories in which the last guys couldn't get it out, and we also talk about keeping your tile and grout clean. Now bear with me in this week's audio e-newsletter. There's a lot of dialogue, and I will try my best to make sense of it. I'm sure it won't come out. The last two guys couldn't get it out, the nice man said over the phone. Do you know what it is? I inquired. Yes, it's a coffee spill, replied the gentleman caller. Did they try a reducing agent, otherwise known as a tannin remover? I asked. No. Well, I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know for sure. They both just said they couldn't get it out, he stated. Sir, if they didn't use a tannin remover, I'm not surprised it didn't come out. We will definitely try a tannin remover, I said. We scheduled the job, cleaned the carpet, used a tannin remover, and the coffee spot disappeared for good. A call last week went like this. A nice lady from Fenton. I'm not happy. I just had my carpet cleaned by XYZ Cleaning, fictitious company name, and they couldn't get out a yellow spot under my sofa. The carpet wasn't even that dirty. I told them I wanted that yellow spot gone, or at least lighter. It's not. It's actually the same. Me. Did they use an oxidizing agent? Lady from Fenton. I'm not sure. They just said they couldn't get it out. Me. Mrs. Jones, not her real name, you are certain your carpet is nylon? Lady from Fenton. Yes, it's only 2 years old, and it's definitely nylon. Me. Okay, because what I'm about to tell you will cause harm to natural materials like wool, but it's safe for synthetic carpet. Since you are absolutely certain your carpet is made of nylon, here is my advice. Please get a pencil and paper first. Lady from Fenton. Yes, I'm positive it is nylon. And okay, I will have a piece of paper and pencil. Me. Please write this down. Get some 3% peroxide, the stuff in a brown bottle from the pharmacy. Just mist it on top of the yellow and give me a call back in a day. If it gets lighter, lightly spray it again, but definitely call me tomorrow either way. Lady from Fenton. That's it? Okay, I'll give it a shot. Next day, nice lady from Fenton calls back the next day. Lady from Fenton. Oh my gosh, the spot is gone. Thank you so much. Me. Yes, ma'am, that's how we roll here at Rendall Certified Cleaning Services. Please keep us in mind for next time you need service. Lady from Fenton. I definitely will call you next time. The last guy couldn't get it out is one of the top 10 things we hear when speaking with people every day. Now that's not to say the last guy that couldn't get it out is a bad guy, not at all. There are some stains that don't come out, ever. But there are many that should come out if the cleaner is truly professional and knows what he or she is doing. Like the two scenarios above. Coffee and a mystery yellow spot. Coffee is made from coffee beans, obviously. There is an oil on the outside of the coffee beans and several other organic plant matter that is called tannin. It does not come out with even a high-quality preconditioner rinsed with a high-powered, high-temperature truck mount like we use. Tannin oftentimes requires the use of a specialty reducing agent, and the reason we know this is because we've been around the block and have been to virtually every professional cleaning course on earth. Tannin is just one of the many things we know that requires a specialty spot remover. As for yellowing on synthetic carpet, it can often be lightened or completely removed with regular old grocery store peroxide. We have no secrets. We're here to help, and if it means you want to try getting out an annoying yellow spot on your synthetic carpet, we're glad to advise. No charge. We heard via the grapevine that we were complimented by a large franchise cleaning company last week. They drive yellow trucks, if that hint helps. Our client sold her home and the new owner wanted his carpet cleaned. Despite our client's recommendation to hire us, the new owner went with the large franchise cleaning company. Our client was in the home packing and moving out and said to her, "Wow, this carpet looks great for its age. Who cleaned it last?" Our client said, "Rendall's Cleaning. They're the only ones I use and they clean for me at least once a year." The large franchise cleaning company tech then said, "Oh, we've seen Rendall's work over the years. They are really, really good." I don't share this to pat ourselves on the backs, although admittedly it does feel good to be complimented. I share this because it's yet another example of knowing what we are doing and deploying our skills. We give it our all every time. There are indeed times when we were the last guys that couldn't get it out. The only difference is when we say it's not coming out, it's not coming out. Scott Rendall, President and wearer of many hats. Cleaning tip of the week: keeping your tile and grout clean. Ceramic and porcelain tile are baked in a kiln with a glaze on the surface. After baking in a kiln, the glaze hardens and won't easily hold soil. So normally the tile isn't all that difficult to keep clean, although there are some outliers that are. The grout though, that's usually a challenge to keep clean because it's porous. Under a microscope, your grout looks similar to a cut open English muffin. There are lots of nooks and crannies on the face of an English muffin, just like your grout. If you were to put a pat of butter on a warm English muffin, the butter would soak in. But if you place a slice of cheese over the English muffin, nothing would soak in. What's happened is the cheese changes the surface tension of the grout. Surface tension is a fancy way of saying something has an ability, or not, to soak up liquids. Can we change the surface tension of grout so that nothing can soak in it, and therefore prevent spills and stains from making the grout look terrible? Absolutely. There are two primary ways to do so. One is with a penetrating sealer, the other way is with a topical sealant. A penetrating sealer soaks down into the grout and helps keep the grout from staining. The only issue with penetrating sealer is that the dirt can still build up in the nooks and crannies. So even though the surface tension has been changed and the grout itself doesn't readily accept spills and soil, they can still soak in between the nooks and crannies of the grout, leaving the grout looking dirty. With a topical sealant, imagine that piece of cheese on the English muffin. But in this case, the topical sealant isn't cheese, but rather is a hardened, colorized urethane that soaks in and dries, forming a solid covering over the top of the grout. When this happens, the surface tension changes to a repelling force, meaning that there is nowhere for spills and soil build up to go, so it just stays on top of the grout. And then it can easily be wiped up. It still looks like grout and is grout below the topical sealant, but it's now hardened urethane on top. We offer the service that we call Grout Color Renew. Here's how it works. First, we clean, acid etch, and neutralize your grout using special products and tools designed to release soil from tile and grout and open the pores of the grout. Next, we apply a hardened urethane color sealant that dries rock hard. Lastly, we polish the tile and grout to release any extra color sealant from the tile. You are then left with a grout surface that can't accept dirt, period. Like anything, if you just leave spills on it, of course the spills won't magically disappear. But the spills won't penetrate the grout lines. And a big bonus with our Grout Color Renew service is that all of your grout lines are even once again. Our Grout Color Renew service comes with an automatic, no quibble, 1-year performance warranty. For more information, please check out our tile cleaning page on rendallscleaning.com, or you can give us a call at 810-225-2184. And that's it for this week. Thank you so much for subscribing and listening. We will see you next week. found our e-newsletter worthwhile, please share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. If you haven't found any value with our e-newsletter, please share it with your enemies. While we're pretty punny in our e-newsletter, we are very serious about fighting grime. We are professional cleaners, and we live to earn your business and referrals.